everyone, thanks for joining me. Today we are going to be doing a nail tutorial on ombre nails. We're going to start off with a fine sanding band. This is on the Melody Susie nail drill. I did find this on Amazon. It was about $20. It is great for beginners. I've had mine for about a year and it is still working just fine. So here we're going to go ahead and go along our cuticle line, removing any dead skin, natural oils, and or shine from our natural nail. Prior to this, I did go ahead and push back my cuticles as well as clip them. So unfortunately that is not shown here on the video. But yeah, we are just going to go ahead and repeat this step on all of our nails. Alrighty, so now that our nail is shine free, we're going to go ahead and take out some of our clear nail tips. These nail tips I did get from a local nail supply store, so unfortunately I don't have a link for them. However, any supplies that I do have a link for that I use in this video, I will definitely list those down in the description box below. So we're going to go ahead and find our size here, measuring it, making sure that it is going from wall to wall. No gaps in between. And then we're just going to go ahead and take a decent amount of glue, not a lot, not too little, and we are going to adhere it to the natural nail. Now with this set, I did decide that I want to do an extra long set, so I will be gluing on an additional tip to the original nail tip. For this, I will go down 2 sizes from the original size that I glued onto my nail. That way the edge of the nail is not so bulky or wide, and it does save on filing time. And then I'm just going to go ahead and repeat this process with all of my nails. Now that we have all of the tips on, we're going to go ahead and cut down to the desired length. For me, again, I chose extra long. So this is around about what extra long looks like. And we're just going to repeat that on all of our nails. Now that we have the length we want, I'm going to take my Nuni Taurus nail file. This is 100 over 180 nail grit, and we're just going to file along the edge walls of the nail, making sure that the file is as straight as we can possibly get it. That way we have a crisp square. I am going for more of a tapered square. I don't want them too wide. We're going to make sure we file the end so that way it is really straight. And then we are going to go ahead and repeat the process. For some of them, you will notice that I did go in with a nail clipper and I clipped off some of the extra nail that was hanging from when I glued on the additional tip. It just saves on filing time. But yeah, we'll go in and do that with all of the nails. And then we'll repeat the process of filing every nail. So that way they are extremely straight. Now that we've filed our nails into the shape that we would like them, we're going to go ahead and take our nail drill. And with this, we're going to go ahead and file just over where we applied the nail tip to our natural nail, removing any glue that got on our natural nail, and also just blending in the nail with our natural nail. I'm also going to remove any shine that is on the false nail as well. And then we're going to go ahead and repeat that process with all of our nails. And this is how they should look once you're done filing. Now we're going to go ahead and get out our acrylic. I'm going to be using the nude from Noonie Taurus. His acrylics do tend to have glitter in them. I personally am a fan of the glitter, so this will be the nude that I will be using today. I'm also going to be using a shell gray. This is from iGel Beauty. They are a great brand. They're also non-expensive, so I do recommend these for beginners as well. Then we're just going to go ahead and get out our monomer. Aside from the monomer, we are going to need our acrylic brush. This one I did get from Amazon. And we are going to dip that into the monomer, fully saturating and pushing it down. Now we're going to take out our primer. Before we do prime, we are going to go ahead and dust off our nails to get any lint or previous dust removed from the nail. And then we'll take our primer and we will go ahead and do about 1 stroke over the nail. You don't want to fully saturate it. You just don't want to use too much primer, but fully cover the nail. Then we'll go ahead and dip inside of our monomer. And from our monomer, we will do a 3-dap method into the acrylic. This will normally give you a pretty perfect bead. It will not be too dry nor too wet where it's runny, yet the acrylic will still be movable upon the nail. And then we're just going to apply it midway to the nail, and you will see where I go ahead and go down the nail to make sure that it does not drip off the sides of the nail and it still remains with its shape. And we're going to go ahead and fully cover the entire tip of the nail. You do want to bring the acrylic almost up to where the fake nail ends. That way when you blend in your nude, it just blends perfectly over the color. So we go back into our monomer. And then we do the 3-dap method again inside of our nude acrylic. And we're going to apply that close to the cuticle area, not exactly on it, but just close. And we're going to do a swipe down motion. That way it creates a blended effect. For the top part of the cuticle, I did do the double tap method into the acrylic only twice. I did need a smaller bead. And here you're going to see where I try to push it as close to the cuticle as possible, and I blend down again. I am going to need a tiny bit more for the cuticle, so I'm going to go in again, just tap 2 times, get a smaller bead, and apply it closer towards the cuticle. And I'm going to brush that down, blending it into the previous acrylic that's there as well. I did find that in the middle of the nail, I did need a little bit more acrylic just to get a flawless blend between my nude and my color. So I did go ahead and add a little bit more there and blend down in a downward motion again. Now, what I usually do with all of my nails is I will go through and first I will do whatever color it is that I am doing towards the tip of the nail for the ombre. So here I just went ahead on all of my nails and I added the shell gray down on the bottom of every nail. and take the nude acrylic and apply it to all of my other nails and the cuticle area, blending downward, just as I did with the first nail. And this is what they look like once all of the acrylic is applied and we are done blending in the nude. We're going to go ahead and take our brush, dip it into the monomer, making sure that all acrylic is off of our nail brush. We're going to take the paper towel, wipe it off very well. That way no acrylic is stuck between our bristles. We're going to thin it out. That way we do not mess up our nail brush. Now we're going to go ahead and take our nail drill. And we're going to push on the sides of our nail, lifting any acrylic that may have stuck to our skin. And we're going to file very slowly next to the cuticle area and all over the top of the nail, getting out any lumps that may appear. We want to try to get the nail as smooth as possible without losing the shape as well. And then we're going to go ahead and repeat the process with all of our other nails. Now that we're done filing, we are going to go ahead and take our nail file, and we are just going to go ahead and file straight down the sides of the nails, underneath the nails, anywhere that the acrylic may have fallen on the side of the nail, to help gain our shape back to the nail. And this is what the shape should look like. Again, I'm doing a tapered square. So now I'm just going to go in and repeat that process with all of my other nails. After we're done filing the nail, we're going to go ahead and take a buffer, buffing over every nail. This will take out any lines that may have still remained from the nail file. This just helps to really make the nail a lot smoother. And now that we are done buffing, we're going to go ahead and dust away all of the dust that we created onto the nail. And this is how they should look when you're finished. I did go ahead and decide to use some jewels, so I will be adding some stuck drill glue. This I did get off Amazon in the kit where I did get my jewels from. I'm gonna go ahead and spray the nails with alcohol, that way it gets rid of any dust, and apply the gel where we would like to add the jewels to. Now we're gonna go ahead and add the jewels. over the gel using the same brush that has a little bit of the gel remaining on it. That way it picks up all of the jewels. And you can maneuver that around in any style that you want. I did go ahead and add jewels to my ring finger. So that's what you're going to see here is me adding on the jewels. And then I'm going to put these into the UV lamp for about 60 seconds. Next, we're going to go ahead and add the top coat. This is a gel top coat. And I'm going to start adding this from the cuticle, brushing in a downward motion. Then we're going to go ahead and repeat the process on all of our other nails. Here, you're going to go ahead and see me swipe down the sides of each nail. This is just to hold the shape of the nail. Sometimes when the gel goes off to the side, it then can create lumps on the side of the nail, messing up the shape of the nail. And here, you're now going to see me add some cuticle oil to my cuticles and just rub that in. And here you have it. This is what the set looks like. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification button so you can be aware of when I post another video.